I hit the dead. Now, listen, Snowfall. I see it. I see it all. Look, y'all, look. Look now, y'all, look. Snowfall, season 5, episode 10, Fault Lines. I hope that's the right one. Look, Fault Lines. I remember that's what it's called, Fault Line. Now, I already made a video about Snowfall, like just as a developing of this new season that's came out and like the theme of the new season on a deeper level, as far as not so much judging it on as far as what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Because we can talk about that too, but it's just like you just gonna ring around shit and you're not really even gonna have a point. You know what I'm saying? You gotta always have a real point within that, and don't be within it. You gotta always scour around it to understand, oh, this is around what's going on. So I'm not being biased to that. I'm not being biased to that. I'm just seeing it from a bird's eye view, outside looking in. Don't go in front of it. Now look, y'all. So this new episode, all right? Now look, remember, look, we gotta start on a basis. Nobody's fault is nobody's fault. It's not Reed's fault. It's not Franklin, Jerome. It's nobody's fault for trying to take nobody's position. It's nobody's fault for having to do what they had to do. Nobody's wrong at any of this. Because at the end of the day, always remember, you ain't ever even been in the situation, but you really have. But you got to look at it from there. They're only using drugs and stuff, but these are just concepts that we all kind of go through. We all got to do what we got to do at a certain point. We all got to end up, for some reason, for some way, somehow, end up turning our backs or, turning our backs or, like, having to, like, you know, do something that we really wouldn't do with somebody or to somebody that we got a connection with, a.k.a. Franklin over here pointing a gun at Louis. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen. Remember, it all fell down from, I think I made an episode about the LSD episode. It already fell down with that. And everybody was kind of seeing things for what they were. That was the theme of that, seeing things for what they were. If they were in bliss, but they were still seeing things for what they were in a way, or if they're paranoid, right? So it's like from there, right? They was already everybody was in the impression that, damn, stuff is changing. Damn, this ain't the way it is. Damn, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? So those are like shaky grounds going on. Right. So I know, transition into this, right? Always remember, it's the whole thing itself. It's not Franklin, it's not Reed, it ain't Louis, it ain't me. Okay, it ain't nobody. It ain't the girlfriend fault, it ain't the mama fault. Now, that's a little caveat to that. It's low key the mama's fault. Only because from a spiritual level or from a mental level, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you didn't fulfill Franklin enough for him to actually know the truth about things. You only told him what you wanted him to know. It don't go no further than that. So you can kind of blame it on her, but look, at the end of the day, she ain't know nothing. So it's like it's all kind of like just everybody just tumbling down together, everybody falling together. But anyway, look, this Snowfall. So look, so Franklin ended up pulling the gun on Louis. What else happened? You know what I'm saying? Also, he was like, look, I'm about to dip because Reed, you know, was basically trying to, you know, get back what's his, you know, secure the position again. But while he's trying to do that, somebody that Franklin's mom got into it with, look, y'all, it's all a system. Look, you got to always remember, like, you're going to always have blood on your hands if you try to do things just for the sake of doing it, because you got to do what you got to do to secure a position to be broadcasted a certain way for what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Have a position, basically, right? So it's like, look, all of it itself is making you think a certain way that ain't. At the end of the day, it's the whole thing itself. The fact that Franklin felt like the whole thing was falling down itself, that's because eventually it is going to fall down if you don't have the right outlook. It's not that he was trying. It's not like he slacked. It's not like anything. It's that it came to that. It had to come to that. This is what we mean by the system is set up like that. It had to come to that because of how it was all orchestrated, the pyramid scheme. The whole point of it all is Nicaragua. But what's under that? What's right under that? The fact that Reed can maneuver through the government and pretty much everybody else that has legal right, you know? So it's like, it's all just circling around the fact that it's a battle from a mist or a mentality of you think that you supporting something with the government or supporting the world in a way, like, you know, with the war and stuff, you know? So it's just a concept. It's all about the concept, the mind frame, and then everybody pretty much constructs their mind frame. Remember at first, in the beginning, Reed didn't really, like, he was a part of something already, but he didn't really want to do that. Like, he wasn't trying to do that other stuff, you know, but he started getting the mentality, the light, you know what I'm saying? Look, we gotta look at it from spiritual level. It's all about the light, and then everybody trying to uphold the light by doing what they gotta do, whether that be shedding, killing who they gotta kill, cut off what they gotta cut off, you know what I'm saying? Be gun-hold on what they doing, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Look, y'all, it's right. This season is very, very clear. If you can really just, all y'all can look at it. Look, just stop. Don't look at it so biasly. Just look at it. Why would the writer write this like this? Because it seems like the theme is everything always falls down eventually, and things have to get picked up and sacrificed in order to keep a certain position. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at it from like that. But yeah, this episode was cool though. This was a good episode though. I like how everything is falling down, because to me, I just look at it like, look, everything is kind of gonna fall down because everything was never even secure in the first place. Your foundation wasn't secure because you don't even understand. They didn't understand. They didn't explain. But you know, whatever. I'm telling you, they didn't understand that it starts from operational level, or it starts from a blueprint level, where it's like they gotta draw out how it's even gonna be formulated. You know what I'm saying? It's not like there's that people just came up in their mind that, oh, we're just gonna have a war, or we're just gonna have weapons. Like, no, it was all kind of blueprinted out, and then that's up to you to kind of figure out from there. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be logical now. Make it make sense. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much how I can. Actually, no. I'm gonna make a prime example. Look, this is what happens. This is because it even happened to Reed. So Reed ain't in the clear. It's just he's like kind of like the most at the top, I guess. Look, or in control in a way. The one that can, he's the messenger that can maneuver, right? So look, Reed, when he went to, look, always remember, you can't do shit for short gain, monetary gain, because it's going to end up blowing up on you. That's what that was telling you. But it's because of the system. It ain't nobody's fault, though. Look, now, Reed went in because he found out Avi got taken, you know, by the dude. Now, I'm not too sure what house that was. I don't know if that was Reed's house or if that was Avi's house. You know what I'm saying? Because he went, it was Avi's house. Avi's house. So, yeah, look. When Reed went to go do that, because he knew Avi was, or he knew the dude was going to go to Avi, right? When he went to go do that, you got to remember, Reed was like really, really pent up and like kind of gun-ho, or like he was trying to rush the fact that, wait a minute, this ain't going right. Like, I'm supposed to be, or this is supposed to be here, this is supposed to be here. Like, he's kind of structuring shit. Like, he's trying to put things where they're supposed to be, right? But he's finding that he's outweighed because he let things go too fast, and too many things were like dispersed. It's miscommunication. Nobody's on the right page, right? So it's like, that's why he went to go do what he had to do, but he kind of shortcutted it because he was trying to go do it real fast. Look, I'm gonna tell you how he shortcutted it. This is how he shortcutted it. He might not have had nobody else to do the getaway driving, so he had to use the female. And it's nothing. I'm not even talking about female, but look, like, he shortcutted it because he tried to bring somebody that usually he wouldn't take that kind of responsibility with, especially letting her just sit outside the house. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of vulnerability. Like, it's kind of like not really thinking about him. Like, he wasn't 100% tactical like he used to be. You know what I'm saying? Not even, and that's not to say, oh, when you get older, you get comfortable, which is true in a way, but it's more of, no, he was trying to take a shortcut because he's trying to maintain the position, maintain the upholding of the light, you know what I'm saying? Upholding the light of the war, and you got to keep this money coming in, you know what I'm saying? But what that led him to getting his damn girl abducted, getting his feeling, his woman, the person he's gonna marry. On a spiritual level, though, you need to look at it like when your monkey ass left to go do some mannish shit, or trying to think directly through something, or trying to basically go carry out a task without feeling comfortable truly, or without you consenting to your feelings truly. That's what happened. You go far out to somewhere that's not even really where you need to be at the wrong time, and by doing that, you're open and vulnerable to getting your feeling, your woman, and your other side of you taken, where you don't feel comfortable with doing anything. Feel comfortable doing anything. And I'm going for that. But yeah, y'all.